This is Empress Bridget, and I am doing a special New Year's 7-card reading for 2023. I'm doing it for each astrological sign, and this one is for Cancer. So, if you enjoy this reading, I ask that you please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's new and I'm trying to sort of get it started. So let's go ahead and have your first card for Cancer for 2023. This card talks about what is transitioning in your life from 2022 to 2023, Cancer. And this is, get that? A very strong card. This is the 8 of Wands. Wands are fire, so they're action. They're real world, they're action. And the 8 of Wands going over the water says things have already started. So whatever you started in 2023, it looks like you're going to be continuing in 2022. Last year, you're going to be continuing this new year, and it's positive. It looks like a lot of opportunities because that's what wands are. Wands are real world opportunities. And if you look, notice that they're sprouting. So Cancer, this looks like 2023 could be a year where you have a lot of opportunities, maybe for expansion. Now, exactly what these fall under, a lot of times these have to do with career, but it could be other things because it is an action. It could be career, it could be learning new skills, it could be traveling, it could be doing something that enriches you, but it's an action, okay? And it's real world. And also messages. This talks about positive messages coming through about opportunities. So Cancer, pay close attention to anything that you are receiving now and throughout 2023. It could really be to your benefit. Now, this next card is what you can expect in 23 overall. Now, Judgment. This is a very positive card, Cancer. Even though it looks a little interesting, it's actually a positive card. This talks about Judgment Day, when Gabriel blew his horn and those those beautiful pure souls went up to heaven. That's the symbolism, because it's very old symbolism. But what this means is a major being called to a major life change, a major growth, a new potential for a positive new life phase. And this is a major arcana card, Judgment. So they hold a little more weight than like the other cards, the Wands and the Cups, the Suit cards. This is saying in 2023, Cancer, you may really have an opportunity to move forward positively in your life, so that at the end of this year, you may say, wow, that was a wild ride, and I really have achieved something. So Cancer, this is not the year to sit in the sidelines. Pay attention to opportunities that are presented to you. Be looking for them. Get out there, connect, because this talks about communicating and doing things. So get out there now, whatever you've started, keep moving, because there is opportunities for really strong positive growth this year for you, Cancer. Now, this next card talks about opportunities or obstacles. Wow. Cancer, the World. The World is another major arcana card, and it's the ultimate major arcana card. The number is 21, and that's the last number. It goes from 0, the Fool, to 2021, and that is sort of the card of success. You've made it. You've really, a card of positive, not only transition, but expansion of your world. Really, Cancer, pay attention. You really have a year that could be just wonderful. That could really have some ways where you really find a whole new positive world for you. I mean, both of these cards, that's what they talk about, being called to a new positive life phase. And this is such a strong success one. So please, Cancer, pay attention. Whatever you're trying to do this year, you might have started, even maybe thinking about it last year. Get going. Action, action. Get going. Do what you need to do. Get out there, pay attention, and really start something that could pretty much be amazing for you. Now, this next card is how to harness your power. This is very interesting. This is the Six of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles are coins. They talk about money, okay? They're real world again. And this talks about, do you see how there's a scales of justice in the tarot that always talks about making sure that people are being treated fairly, with integrity, and this person who is wealthy, you can tell he's a very wealthy, he's merchant, and he is sharing his abundance with those that don't have it. This card also seems to represent nonprofit a lot now. So just sort of keep that in mind. I don't know if you have maybe an opportunity to work with a nonprofit or something, but this is very interesting for how to harness some of your inner strength. Is you may wind up doing something that you care deeply about, and that could be part of the transition, that this is the year where you start to really address that. And so that is a very interesting card for you, Cancer, to have. That could very well be. So now let's take a look at the next one. And now we're looking at moving forward in 2023. Wow. Cancer. This is the Ace of Cups. I want to make sure you can see that. The Ace of Cups is a very, we'll talk about a positive card. This is, cups are hearts. They are love, support, friendship. It's anything that suits our human needs, being cared, being respected, being acknowledged, being loved. So it has a couple different meanings. The first one could be, Cancer, that you have, you could have a romance this year. So there is that aspect of it. Some Cancers might wind up really being offered romance. But the other aspect of it is just being in sort of supported overall on it's available to you this year, Cancer. So, wow, I mean, talk about being called to something starting already. It's already started, being called to a positive new life phase. Again, positive transition and success, sharing, and maybe doing something that really does hit your heart. And then here it is right here. Really feeling that you are having your human needs addressed, and in a wonderful way. So that is so interesting that it is happening here. So now this next one is sort of the next steps. Okay, Cancer. This is the first challenging card that you've had in this reading. This is the Ten of Wands. Again, wands are real world. They're activities, they're opportunities, they're initiatives. Don't take on too much, though. And don't let anybody push their responsibilities onto you. A lot of times that's what this card's about, is because you're competent and because you're doing what you can and you're doing well, other people suddenly think that maybe you can just take care of them, or you can take care of things for them. If you find that you've taken on too much, Cancer, just go to the person or institution or whatever it is that did it and just say, can't do this, need to make other arrangements. If they say no, let it drop. You don't need to carry their load. You have enough on your plate. You have too much opportunity for really positive growth this year. Don't let anybody take advantage of you, because that could block you from really being aware and doing the things you can to take advantage of these opportunities. Now, this next card is the overall card for 2023. Queen of Wands. Okay, Cancer. So now this talks about being successful. I'm trying to figure which side we need to put that on. Okay. Just move my camera and I'm trying to get everything in here. So this talks about being successful this year. Now, the gender doesn't really matter in the tarot, just so you know. But this talks about she's a queen. So she's somebody who is successful. Again, it's a wand. Cancer, this is the time. Get moving. Get out there. You learn, communicate, connect. Do whatever you can to get yourself out there, because that's where you're going to meet these opportunities that are being presented. The other thing about her is, so she is skilled. She's out there. She is, she's she's a positive person. That's the other thing about her. So be positive this year. Also, do you notice this black cat at her feet? Even though she's very real world, she's very down to earth, she's positive. Animals in the tarot are always spirit guides. The reason this black cat is at her feet is it's saying she also listens to her inner voice. She listens to her soul, listens to her heart, and she lets that guide her. That's one of the reasons she is successful. So as you move forward, please make sure that you are listening to those messages, those anything that you're getting. Don't afterwards say, gee, I knew it, but I just wouldn't listen to myself. Don't do that, because this year, this is the overall for this year, is you can attain a position of authority. Again, she's a queen. She's capable. She's successful. That's the biggest thing. She's a successful businesswoman. And again, it doesn't matter if it's a man or woman, okay? But she's attained a success, and that's what you can do also this year. Everything about this says to me that you have the opportunity to move forward very positively this year, and not only have financial success, but also sort of your heart, sort of having sort of that human part of you also be supported as part of this transition. Don't let anybody sort of start dumping on you. Don't let them take advantage, because you have so much that you need to really attain. You can have really opportunity for successes here in 2023 for you. You've got to do the work, though. Everything with wands is work, action, do it. So work hard, and I truly hope you have a wonderful year. And again, if you enjoy my readings, please subscribe to my channel, and have a great year, 2023.